investigated reported disturbance at Acer Plaza?
10-4 dispatcher, verify address.
That's Acer Plaza. Repeat, Acer Plaza.
Shots fired on the rooftop. An assault in progress at Acer Plaza. Repeat, an assault in progress. It's a war zone down here. 1085 dispatcher, need additional units. Additional units now. Officer in danger. Officer in danger.
10-5, please repeat. 10-5, all units, emergency. Officer in danger, Acer Plaza. Repeat, Acer Plaza, all units.
They were all dead. The final gunshot was an exclamation mark to everything that had led to this point. I released my finger from the trigger, and then it was over. To make any kind of sense of it, I need to go back 3 years. Back to the night the pain started. I was still on the force back then. NYPD, Manhattan, Midtown North Precinct, Hell's Kitchen.
So when are you coming to work for me, Detective Payne?
You'd make me work undercover in some hellhole. Sorry, Alex. Michelle and the baby come first. See? My last smoke. It's bad for the baby.
That's you, Max. A regular Boy Scout.
See, Alex.
Still on for poker Thursday night, right?
Like taking candy from a baby. Life was good. The sun setting on a sweet summer's day, the smell of freshly mowed lawns, the sounds of children playing, a house across the river on the Jersey side, beautiful wife and a baby girl. The American dream come true. Honey, I'm home. But dreams have a nasty habit of going bad when you're not looking. The sun went down with practiced bravado. Twilight crawled across the sky, laden with foreboding.
Is this the Payne residence?
Michelle, honey, anybody home? I didn't like the way the show started. They'd given me the best seat in the house, front row center.
How's it going, Princess Making Third?
What the hell? Something ugly had been tattooed on the wall, a map of things to come. It was a poison syringe, a magic tag full of diabolical meanings. Listen, someone's broken into my house. Call 911.
Is this the Payne residence?
Yes, someone's broken into my house. They're still here. You have to...
Good. I'm afraid I cannot help you.
Who is this? Hello?
This the Mixu residence? I completely forgot that you can find the shotty here.
Michelle! Michelle!
It's coming.
Freeze! NYPD, drop it!
Coming!
I'm gonna hurt you.
No, please God, no.
The flesh of fallen angels!
No, God, no, please, Michelle. Oh, baby.
Your grandma doesn't sound nice, Mixu.
That was 3 years ago. Everything ripped apart in a New York minute. The killer junkies had been high on a previously unknown designer drug, Valkyr, V. After the funeral, I told Alex I'd be transferring to the DEA. It took us 3 long years to get a break in the Valkyr case. Then, finally, 2 months ago, a dime dropper tipped us off that Jack Lupino, a mob boss in the Punchinello crime family, was trafficking. I went undercover, infiltrated the worst Mafia family in New York. I came in from the cold and the dark. Outside the city was a cruel monster. I've been slowly working my way from the small time to the big fish, trying to get to the source of the drug. Alex and BB were my only contacts in the DEA, the only ones in this decrepit city who knew I was down here.
BB here. Something urgent has come up with Jack Lupino. You need to meet with Alex immediately at the Roscoe Street station.
I hadn't had a face-to-face with Alex since I'd gone undercover. Outside, the mercury was falling fast. It was colder than the devil's heart, raining ice pitchforks as if the heavens were ready to fall. Everyone was running for shelter like there was no tomorrow. It didn't get any better when I got to the subway. The feeling hit me like a point-blank shot straight in the face. Something was not right about this. My Beretta stirred nervously under my coat, but the train doors had already shut behind me, and I was in for the ride. Next stop, Roscoe Street Station, and Alex. The station was drenched in gloom. Alex was a ghost, nowhere to be seen. I'd have to look for him. Death was in the air at Roscoe Street. I'd have to find Alex fast. The pills would ease the pain.
Wasn't Jake supposed to take care of this? He and Mickey are having too much fun. What the?
Didn't mean to interrupt, actually.
Yeah, he's dead all right. Hey. Yo guys, hey, we're getting around. You hear me? Wait. Hey,
Why? Are you obsessed with heads?
Hold it!
The security panel let out a mocking cackle. I'd need the right code.
Right.
The power to the rail had been cut. I'd have to get it back on to get the train moving.
Kiss it goodbye.
Okay.
You saved me, man.
What's going on here?
I'm...
The stress was getting to me. I'd made a mistake I'd never be able to fix.
Boom. Headshot.
Man,
What's going on here?
a massacre. These armed thugs just appeared from nowhere. We need to get help. I can make the call from the control room 1 floor up. Can you take me there?
Sure. Sounds good. Follow me.
Hey, where are you going? The control room's up the stairs. Home free. This way. Yo! Look out!
That it does, Mixo.
There!
Hello there, mysteriously artistic siren. Well, you see, I don't prefer headshot in Max Payne games because there's bullet spread. The higher distance, the bigger the spread. I usually go for body stun lock. Just keep shooting until they die, and they can't shoot back usually.
The train lit up like a Christmas tree. The power was back on.
Hitting Roscoe Bank ain't exactly keeping low pro.
Hey,
Hey, do we have a John Mirror in the chat? I believe there are some community mods that also aim for texture replacement. Depending on your art style preferences, technically you can go even further.
So much for being subtle.
what the?
The rusty door led to an abandoned part of the station, closed off since the early 40s. Something big was going down at Roscoe Street. Maybe that's why Alex had wanted to meet me here. Maybe not. One way or the other, I was gonna find out.
Ah. That was a close one. I wonder, should I play the PS2 version someday? Just to compare. But it's kind of a masochistic endeavor, considering how inferior that version is.
But also, it's like the failure count is rising.
Yeah, I wouldn't joke about it if I was you.
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
All done here. Give me the detonator.
There!
Right.
Whack him!
Oh, full point blank sawn off shotty in the face.
The door had been welded shut ages ago and the bomb was missing a detonator.
Hi there.
Okay, fellas. The police are on their way. New York's finest. They're gonna be here soon.
Did you hear something? Hey,
Oh. I prefer Max Payne's 2 bullet time, where every single kill decreases, or should I say, increases the slow motion and you move faster. Here I guess I prefer shoot dodge. At least it looks fancy.
We come to you now live from the crime scene.
Who is this?
Right back at you.
This is Deputy Chief Jim Bravura from the NYPD. You are to cease your criminal activities and surrender immediately.
Sure thing, Jim. Me and the boys have been talking and everyone's real sorry. They'll never do it again.
Who the hell is this?
Being placed at the scene of a bank robbery wouldn't have tipped the odds in my favor.
The second game's slow motion makes you feel like a god.
The bank robber's score lay on the table. The bank robbers have been after Acer Corporation bonds. The Acer success story had recently been on every channel and on the cover of every magazine. The bank robbers had left their tools on the table. Judging by the detonators, the crooks had bought enough explosives to send Lady Liberty into orbit.
You are correct. The AI in the first game is basically cheating. Oh. Whenever they're alert, they basically start wall hacking and they track your movements even when they can't see you at all. Waiting for that grenade.
Hold it! Max! Jesus, you almost gave me a heart attack! I nearly shot you!
Alex, I'm glad to see you.
What the hell's going on? There are more corpses here than at the city morgue!
It's an armed robbery, a tunnel job straight to the Roscoe bank vault through the old station wall. Is this why... this is Lupino's gig?
This is Lupino's doing? Lupino's men? Really?
You sure know how to pick a place? Can you get through?
No, it's locked. We gotta get out of here. If it's Lupino, it's...
Alex? Alex!
What a shame. He was a good man. What a rotten way to die.
There was nothing I could do. He was dead. I could tell by the empty, accusing stare of his eyes.
Let's get the hell out of here!
Fine, just take it easy. Hold it. Get him.
Oh, I ran. That was the demonstration of slow motion in this game, and, well, the problem is you're barely moving, and it's a little bit too slow, and it consumes your gauge too much. Whoops.
Alex had kept me relatively sane for the past 3 years. Now I didn't know how I felt. Somehow he had stumbled upon something big and ended up stepping on Jack Lupino's toes. Lupino ran his racket of sex, drugs, and contract killings from a sleazy hotel in a slum block of tenements. The NYPD was closing in. I could hear the sirens. Their wail was a crescendo. Lupino thought he could get us by taking Alex out and leaving me to take the fall for it. All he had gotten was my attention. I went for the hotel first. It was a sad old thing with flickering lamps and faded colors, cheap mobster punks and tired-eyed prostitutes. I walked straight in, playing at Bogart like I'd done 100 times before. The place was run by a couple of murdering mobsters with shark smiles. The Finito brothers.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the pain in the butt. Pain to the max.
You're killing me. Did you make that up yourselves, or you get some wino downstairs to come up with it? Don't answer that. A rhetorical question. I got something for the boss. Lupino around?
That kind of depends on who's asking. A friend or a junk squad plan. Don't answer. It's one of them, how do you put it, rhetorical questions. Lupino ain't here, but he says bye.
Lupino wasn't in his cheap hotel. Instead, I ran into the Finito brothers. My cover had been blown, the door slammed shut behind me, and then I was dodging bullets like raindrops.
Yeah, how goes it, Counter?
Ha-ha! Pain to the max. Junk squad nigga. Gotta kick it up Marble City for you. Eat first and lying down. Bring it in.
Going full drama queen on them. This shoddy.
A letter on the desk caught my eye.
Bosses! Everything all right?
I had met Lupino only once. The gangster ran all his rackets through his right-hand man, Vinnie Gognitti. Gognitti was a high-strung whiner on the verge of breaking apart, like an overamped Energizer bunny. He had the brains to run the business, but he lacked the balls, always falling short, taking his frustration out on underage addicts and call girls.
The V deal goes down at your hotel. Jack's exact words, quote, "Vinny, you're in charge of this one," unquote. Rico Muerte's coming to see it through. Anything goes wrong and everybody's gonna get dead. Goes double for you. Treat this guy real good. Anything he wants, you give him. Don't screw this up or you're finito, finitos.
A V deal meant added security, locked doors, and lots of nervous thugs with itchy trigger fingers. I'd seen nothing coming in, but that didn't mean it hadn't been there. Rico Muerte was a regular Kaiser Soze, a spook story told to keep the apes in line. 313. The Finitos had scribbled Muerte's room number on the note's margin.
Hey, bosses! Joey!
Hello there, ex-gamer.
They're not answering. Call the others. Tell them to come quick. Okay, but we can't wait for them. We gotta go in now. Bosses! We're coming in!
It's Payne!
The NYPD has been out on Max Payne. Chief Jim Rivera take whatever steps necessary. Mayor stated that Valkyr. In his press conference today, the mayor stated that Valkyr represents a clear danger to New York and called for drastic actions to eliminate the problem. On today's top story, the Valkyr crisis worsens with the murder of DEA Special Agent Alex Balder. Special Agent Balder had been shot repeatedly from a point-blank range. The gunman has been identified as Max Payne. The noose is sure to tighten around this fugitive criminal as more NYPD units join the search to apprehend him.
I had just gotten my 15 minutes of fame.
Letters Without Borders.
Getting the hell out of this city. I'm taking my friends with me. Where's that damn karaoke bar?
Let's see, Van Road. Max Payne. Brings back so many memories. I love this game. I love them all. Thank you. You're welcome. I kinda decided it was a good timing to revisit it just because of the hype surrounding it. And also because I kinda tend to play this game yearly. Yearly, actually.
Yeah, something's wrong with the bosses. Payne's there and then... Yo!
What the hell?
But you're the CEO too.
Previously on Lords and Ladies.
Okay, check this out.
Lady Amelia, Marquis Valentine asks
Oh wait,
for an audience.
no, don't check this out. There's nobody here anymore. Baltic actually, but thanks for asking.
V-head junkies could go off without a warning. I had to be careful.
There he is! There! Piece of crap!
Oh, careful, it might kick back. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee, killer vending machine.
You talking to me?
Tough guy, scared.
Tonight, the city's fight against the nightmare drug Valkyr took a turn for the worse, as DEA Special Agent Alex Balder was found brutally slain at the Roscoe Street subway station. A suspect was seen leaving the site only moments after the shots had been fired, and the NYPD is currently in pursuit of Max Payne, a repeated felon believed to be armed and extremely dangerous. And now the weather. The worst winter storm in recorded history continues to pound the city.
I'm pretty sure normally junkies only react when you shoot them, but they're a pretty good source of Beretta ammo. Here's your one-liner of the night.
This party had been dead for a while. I couldn't say I was sorry I'd missed the show.
Hello there, Roughneck. Also, hi there.
I'd found Muerte's room. Muerte had received a letter. Our investigation had turned up nothing to link Angelo Punchinello, the head of the Punchinello family, to Valkyr. All tracks had ended with Jack Lupino. The letter in Muerte's room was signed by the Don himself, It was the first hint that the Kingpin knew what was brewing inside his syndicate.
The trouble you got into after the Chicago screw-up. The Punchinello family bailed you out. You have been waiting for a chance to pay us back. One of our trusted boys has a monkey the size of King Kong on his back. We need your special skills for backup on a major deal.
Collecting evidence had gotten old a few hundred bullets back. I was already so far past the point of no return I couldn't even remember what it looked like when I had passed it.
Max Payne 2 is absolutely amazing. Especially the non-canonical ending that which you get.
Hey!
Get away. You're gonna die.
Oh yeah, and thanks for the elevator reminder.
What the? Told you.
God damn! I thought it was a bomb for sure.
Nah, the Russian wouldn't dare. This has been waiting to happen.
I thought it was a bomb.
Oh yeah, I completely lost my save. Well, should be still on my old SSD. One thing I can complain about this is this. Right control ain't working. Oh, did I just... Yeah, I think I just broke everything. Ha! Now I can sit with my mouse. And right control still not working. There we go. Now it's working. Crouching is very important in this game.
I didn't want to know what had happened here. It was not a pretty sight.
What the?
You're gonna die.
It's all mess inside.
The hooker had left her diary on the table. The diary belonged to a hooker named Candy Dawn. The read would have made a vice cop blush.
Had talks with the mystery hag over the phone again. Sent her the latest One-Eyed Alfred tape. As long as the hag keeps paying for the tapes, the old man could come every day for all I care.
She had a nice sideline, making secret X-rated flicks of her clients and selling them to the highest bidder. It would get her killed if her V-fix for the day didn't do it first.
No borders.
Hey. It's him. Go get him. No, wait. You go get him. You go and get him. Yo! Oh! Oh!
The old service elevator rumbled down to the bowels of Jack Lupino's hotel.
I just noticed there's no speaker in the previous map. Oh. Oh, it's the wrong elevator altogether, isn't it?
It was freaking crazy. The cops were doing a full-scale siege next door.
Ah, this is my favorite place where to throw the Molotov. Still is. It never gets old.
A winter storm warning is in effect in the whole tri-state area, as both freezing rain and heavy snowfall continue. Many roadways are already closed, and people are advised to stay indoors. The severe blizzard has ravaged New York for 3 days now, with no end in sight.
We'd been snowed from the start in the Valkyr case. The forecast said there was plenty more where that had come from. But the snowbound city was on my side. Less chance of innocent bystanders getting caught in the crossfire.
Yeah, Third was streaming a game. Up until like 4 AM, where he was making a princess, too. Close enough.
Hold it!
Exhibit number 1. A dead man tied to a chair lay on the boiler room floor.
Captain Baseball Bat Boy has an unbeatable track record in superhero death matches. But a 6-pack of root beer gets me every time.
The murder weapon was a baseball bat, now lying in a pool of drying blood next to a newspaper folded open on a Captain Baseball Bat Boy comic strip. Newspaper.
One crate had it. Specifically one.
Take vampire movies. Why are they always set in LA or Mexico? They can't even get a tan. If I was a bloodsucker, I'd move to the North Pole. Winter's one long night. Yeah, and what would you eat? Suck blood from penguins? Nah, Eskimos, man, Eskimos. Whack the sucker! Oh!
Well, that was a pretty good demonstration of the bullet spread, actually. I was aiming at the hydrant, and this is where the Beretta bullets went. Of course, I believe dual Berettas have increased spread, actually.
Chill with the guns. Trust me, you don't want to piss Muerte off.
A lifetime ago, the transparent cylinders glowed green, full of Valkyr. It was dirty money. There was a key on the table.
Two mad dog killers, ready to murder each other. They step into the next room, and I'm thinking, now they're gonna do it. But no. They sit down in front of a TV and solve their differences with the kung fu fighting video game. I tell you, Candy, I was so depressed, I strangled them both with the video game cables.
Oh, Rico, you're so bad.
I am, ain't I?
Rico Muerte, big-time hustler.
Who the hell?
It's that cop.
Muerte went for his gun.
Do something.
Ah! Oh well. I didn't expect the clowns to come in here. This might be actually my preferable way of taking him out. On this difficulty, he waits for a while until running away. Oh. Accidental Ingram.
The antique switchboard was still in use.
Wasn't the reload a Max Payne 2 thing? Hold on. It just disables bullet time if you reload.
There was an old telephone switchboard in the back room of the reception area, the kind that made phone tapping child's play. It wasn't hard to picture a fat pimp sweating with headphones on, listening to his hookers talk dirty and fake orgasms over a web of party lines, the blood veins of New York. Right now, there was a different set of moans and groans going on.
Boss, Gognitti, this Max Payne. The game started capping us. He killed it.
Are you freaking kidding me? He's just one lousy cop. You better be freaking kidding me. Whack him. What's the freaking problem? Hello? Answer me. Hello?
The word was out. A deadly virus released into the city's corrupt circulatory system. Something wicked this way comes. Max Payne at large.
Is this the Bun residence? I'll never be rich. Hi there.
Turn around, walk away, blow town. That would have been the smart thing to do. Guess I wasn't that smart. Lupino's tenement buildings were a seedy hangout for all kinds of sleaze. A liquor store, a pawn shop, a laundromat full of mobster bookies and loan sharks. The list went on. The how and why of it was a mystery to me, but they knew I was a cop. They knew I was coming, and they were going to get real trigger happy about it. I got to see Lupino's hangout all lit up. A bomb went off, turning snow into liquid gold. A pillar of fire lifted the remains of a car straight up into the air. The flames were highlighted on the hood of a black Mercedes-Benz as it coasted down the street real slow, as if the driver didn't have a worry in the world. I got a good look at the man riding shotgun. It was Vladimir, the head of the local Russian mob, the fly in Don Punchinello's soup. The ringing in my ears was the sound of a mob war being waged.
We call this slow. I wouldn't.
Another bomb exploded inside the closest slum building. It was a lucky break. The goons inside were spooked, but luck always came with a price tag. More bombs could still be ticking inside, and the cops would already be on their way. Jack Lupino's suite was on the top floor. At least it used to be, before the explosive makeover.
As I was saying, here's your winter aesthetics.
Quit worrying, man. Think of it. What the hell?
Everyone gets a bomb.
The headlines were a depressing read. The headlines were screaming bloody murder. The storm was a screaming duet with the approaching prowl car sirens.
Max Popneck
It was
killer?
all a scream when you were down for the count and wanted for murder.
That's how it looks. Whenever I play here, I always
the whole
get
building
stuck.
was rigged with explosives.
I would call this a proto-puzzle. Well, here we go.
A beaten-up phone in the entrance hall was ringing. It could have been just a junkie in need of a fix, but it turned out to be something more sinister than that.
Am I speaking to Mr. Payne?
Who wants to know?
My name is Alfred Woden. You must hurry. The police are on their way.
Tell me something I don't know.
They know you're there.
How? And what's it to you?
I will contact you again.
The cops arrived, sirens singing in the off-key harmony of a manic-depressive choir. I had a few minutes while the SWAT team would go through their usual routine. By the time they busted in, I needed to be long gone.
Max Payne, this is Deputy Chief Jim Bravura from the NYPD. Drop your weapons and come out with your hands above your head.
Sure. Yeah, really. Sure.
Hello there, Real. We're pretty good. How about you?
Someone had left a letter on the counter. There was a key on the shelf. Suddenly it all made sense. The bombs, the Russian mob boss making an appearance in person. Gognitti was his usual self. All talk and no walk.
After our hit, the Russian has only a couple of guns left, and they can be bought. There's no freaking way he has the guts to try anything after that.
As it turned out, the Russian had plenty of guts. One thing he could count on, you push a man too far and sooner or later he'd start pushing back.
Freeze! Max Payne, this is your final warning. Surrender or you'll be forced to...
Now the difficulty spikes here. Kinda. Well, the last time I played this, I believe it wasn't that the grenades got me. It was the Ingram dude. He goes up, waits. I went to the bathroom to pick up the pills, and then he just iced me from the behind. It was quite a painful experience. Oh.
The bombs had destroyed all the stairs up to Lupino's office. The alternate route led there by way of adjoining rooftops.
I have one grenade.
It's never been this cold. Never ever. It's like the sky's falling.
Yes, sir. It's the end of the world as we know it.
And I don't feel fine. I don't feel anything. Not a thing.
I'm freezing my butt off.
Pop culture reference. Or like lyrics reference, I guess.
To get to the roof, I'd need to get to the elevator through the locked door up ahead. Pizza delivery.
Never seen you before. Buzz off, Joker.
There's your grenade. But at what cost?
Hold it.
No, don't shoot.
You know the clowns at the laundry?
Me? No.
You're no good to me then.
What? No, the laundry, yeah. I know him, yeah.
Get me in there.
Okay.
Question. What kind of pizza was it?
It's me. Open up. Let me in, quick.
Not so fast. The password. John who?
Come on. Oh, okay, John Woo.
All right. Come right in.
It's a trap! It's...
Look at that clown. Wall hacking at me. Interesting cards here. An ace of hearts, an ace of hearts, an ace of hearts, an ace of hearts.
Thank you.
This feels like a Half-Life game now.
Hold it!
New York City is in crisis tonight, with reports of Valkyr-related gang war in the streets of the Bronx. Apparently, Max Payne, wanted for questioning in connection with the slaying of a DEA special agent earlier tonight, is waging a one-man war against his former partners in crime. Among the list of casualties so far are notorious Mafia members Joey and Virgilio Finito, as well as Rico Muerte, himself a fugitive from the law, and a suspect for several murders in the Chicago area. The NYPD has been placed on full alert. A citywide APB has been put out on Max Payne. Deputy Chief Jim Bravura has promised to take whatever steps necessary to bring him to justice. What those steps may be remains to be seen. For NYCNN TV News, this is Kira Silver.
I guess this dude got royally flushed. Oh, the stash? The what? The where? Well, he was right about something. I did get whacked. Whoopsie.
New York.
Well, let me know if I run past it.
What the hell?
I don't want to go there. It's the last place.
Why him? Why is he always the one who gets me?
Only it's not me talking to the pink flamingo, but someone who looks the part down to the finest detail. Except that he's evil. I'm hiding in the shadows, watching it all unfold. The flamingo speaks. Speaking. It says, that's here is far more fun than television. Somehow I know this. Just don't ask me how.
Ah, I misread. A 2D window. Yeah, I think someone did mention it. But I don't remember which one, so I'll have to try one by one, I guess. You know, Double Helix wasn't as good as the first game, far from it. It was an interesting game, but it didn't age well. I think the first game aged better. Those are my 3 cents. Now this area slightly confused me sometimes, because you have guys shooting from the other floors above.
Red, blue, or green?
It's always red or blue in the movies.
So, green?
No, not the green.
That's my revenge. Oh, whoops. And I'll do it again. Also, Max is essentially Gabriel Logan, made out of paper. Confirmed.
Vinnie Gognitti. Just the man I've been killing to see.
Payne? Freaking fed! I knew from day one there was something screwy about you. What do you think you're doing? You're a freaking cop. You ain't got squad on us. You can't just come in here waving your piece like it meant something. Yeah! Oh my God! Oh God, you shot me! Ah! You're dead, Payne! What the hell are you waiting for, you apes? Kill him! Kill him!
With pleasure, boss.
Gognitti bailed. I made like Chow Yun Fat.
Hong Kong flick references.
A crumpled letter lay on Gognitti's desk. The letter was addressed to Don Punchinello, but Vinny had never had the nerve to finish it.
Jack's gone voodoo. Just the other night, he shot Dino because he wanted to see what his brains looked like splattered on the wall. He's a freaking mad dog. We're running out of men and business fast.
Gognitti had been living in mortal fear of his boss. Jack Lupino was a psycho.
Hi there.
Vinnie Gognitti was running scared. He could run, but with a bullet in his stomach like a broken bottle of Tabasco, he was quickly running out of time. He knew where his boss was, and I wanted to square things up with Jack Lupino. Gognitti would be moving fast. I don't know about angels, but it's fear that gives men wings.
Hold on, let me fail this.
Hitched a ride. To catch him, I'd have to follow his lead.
Close enough.
This was my second train ride of the night. The way it started didn't promise anything better than the last one. Freezing wind tearing at my face like sandpaper and razors. Ice hard and slick under my hands and feet. Somewhere in the background, the wail of sirens, the city howling after me.
I prefer rolling third.
New York sped by in fast forward. Dark rooftop water towers and a dead forest of antennas and chimneys, all a blur. When the train he was riding slowed down, Gognitti made his move.
Cute boss is running away. For sure, just jumping is kinda flaky.
It's Payne! He's coming down the stairs! Shoot the bastard!
Okay, boss, you got it.
No problem.
What the?
Did he just... walk through a Molotov? Now that's a good shot. Paying to the max. Yeah, this was the ambush thingy. Probably should not have stood in.
What the?
Goodbye, delicious pills. You'll be missed. He totally lowered my HP, didn't he?
What the hell?
Stock sirens. Oh, there's the switch. Oh, crap! I forgot about that cloud.
Yo!
In fact, I thought the grenade took him out. Now it did. Sorry about that. Oops! That's a good one. I guess we'll have to just get through this pain.
We're gonna be rich. Freaking rich. Even richer than that, wise guy. Freaking rich. Hey,
yeah, I should have known better. Okay, we're gonna do it the pretty style. Well, excuse me, Siren, I didn't know that I sound like an NPC. Yeah, I believe grenades breaking windows was fixed in the second game. I hope it was.
Max Payne has nowhere left to go. We are very close to capturing him. You'll get a full statement then. Right now, I've got better things to do, ma'am.
That was Deputy Chief Jim Rivera from the NYPD with no further comment at this time.
Apart from his suspicious food habits, I figured Bravura to be one of the good guys. Fate had just dropped us on different sides in this. But when it came to capturing me, he was way out of his league. I had already ditched the cops a couple of rooftops back. For now.
Hi there. Judging by Maxie's status, we're a little bit in pain, but I guess we're okay in general.
I can hear him. Ready? Keep your gun pointed at the door. Okay, this is it. Any moment now, Payne's gonna bust through that door with murder in his eye. It's either him or us. I, for one, am gonna pump the SOB so full of lead, they'll need a forklift to carry the coffin to the grave.
Pretty sure they throw a grenade too. Yeah, he does.
They'll need a forklift to carry the coffin to the grave. Get him!
That shotgun gets me every single time. But not every second time.
Open, goddammit! Payne! I'll kill you, you lousy freaking cop!
I was gonna say, shall we go? And then this happens. Don't think I've ever been here. Ah, he's gonna get me. Or maybe.
Gognitti ran out of steam in a dead-end alley with steam boiling out of the sewer grates like all the fires of hell were burning high beneath us. It was shakedown time. Where's Lupino?
Screw you!
Bad start, Vinnie.
Ah! Police brutality!
I rate pretty high on that.
You can't just hurt me in cold blood!
Just keep telling yourself that. Listen good, Candyman. I'm not gonna be anybody's fall guy. I want to know where your boss is hiding. There was no glory in this. I hadn't asked for this crap. Trouble had come to me in big dark swarms. The good and the just were like gold dust in the city. I had no illusions. I was not one of them. I was no hero. Just me and the gun and the crook. My options had decreased to a singular course.
I'll tell you, just don't hurt me no more. Lupino's at Ragnarok, the nightclub. Book me! Take me in the home into the freaking jail, just don't hurt me!
Your rights will be ready at your funeral. Ragnarok was Lupino's private nightclub, a den of drugs built into an old theater. I knew what waited inside. V-head junkies ready to explode in random acts of senseless violence, and Lupino's goon squad, the worst stone-cold killers this side of hell. Ragnarok was as inviting as a headache, flickering and flashing to a machine gun beat. The belly of the nightclub was a gothic theme park that began with bondage games and led to the nasty stuff from there. As subtle with its dark message as a cop killer bullet through the heart. Like father, like son, just like Jack Lupino.
Get him!
The book had never been a bestseller. Given the setting, I was surprised to find that somebody had been passing time reading. The paperback was entitled, The Age of Murder and Storm. The blurb on the back mentioned Norse mythos and Ragnarok, the end of a Viking world with a terrible winter that covered the earth in ice, when vile crimes were rampant and all humanity lost. I could see how somebody impressionable might get it into their head that we were at the end of time. I was also beginning to see what the nightclub and its owner were all about.
Indeed.
Yo!
Oh, crapola! The one above us? I guess. Okay. This one got me. And Barry, you're so optimistic.
Books on the occult had been piled on the table. The room was stacked with light reading, such as Necronomicon, Witchcraft, and Paradise Lost. Old exotic titles like Malleus Maleficarum and De Umbrarum Reini Novum Portis. Books with pentagrams on their covers, all dealing with the occult and the infernal. lying between stacks of horror videos and a couple of Ouija boards. The only thing I could take seriously was the thought of Lupino taking it seriously. He had been spending a lot of time getting intimate with the guy downstairs.
This is the vanilla experience. To grenade or not to grenade? Aw, I was hoping all of them would be dead. Oh. Oh. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna reload. I'm gonna try triggering the... There, for your satisfaction. I'm not sure when I'm quitting though, and big reload moment. Hello there. Yes, Max Payne 1, 2, and 3 are still sold on Steam right now. You can buy them, and you probably would want to apply some community patches before you go. Visiting gaming wiki would good decision. Oh wait, I didn't have my one-liner for that. I guess we're gonna Ragnarok their world. I believe it is implied that it's gonna be a full-on remake. That one plank just to screw you over.
The backstage area led to Lupino's inner sanctum. The hot air inside was like an invisible wall, thick with incense and something else, a sickly sweet smell that made you gag. This was the rotten core of the Big Apple. Lupino lurked somewhere ahead, like a spider at the center of his web, waiting. The vapors in the air started to make my head swim. Torn pieces of a letter lay scattered on the sofa.
Ah, yes, your sofa? Oh, that sofa.
Punchinello had threatened Lupino in writing. The note had been torn to pieces, bloody fingerprints all over them.
Don't want you to think that one of my boys is not playing with a full deck. Shape up, Jack. We are running a business here. I'd hate to send the trio to strong-arm you.
The trio were the Don's notorious henchmen. It was obvious that Lupino hadn't been intimidated by the threat.
The borders that
Lupino's notes covered the table.
Working. Oh, this table. My bad.
Jack Lupino was crazy, all right. The table was scattered with notes of demented arcane nonsense written in rusty blood. A mishmash list of demons, devils, and dark gods evoked.
Beelzebub! Asmodeus!
Yeah. I think there's,
Lupino's notebook lay on the pedestal.
I'm not sure if there still is a fake copyright on those lines, but I don't want to find out.
Jack Lupino was crazy, all right.
Mythic wolves!
Also don't care.
The flesh of...
I'll temporarily mute it.
It's coming. You have
Well,
come.
let's see.
A witness to the end of time. It's now!
Oh, is he done yet? Yeah, something like that. Someone big-brained sampled it. And disputes usually are declined. Okay. I think it's done.
Yo!
Over? Or is one of them stuck? They tend to get stuck sometimes. Oh. Okay. Forgot about that, actually.
Yo!
Oh. Finally. A little bit more prolonged than I remember.
I had known there'd have to be a catch in it somewhere, and this one was the Empire State Building of catches. Lupino was pumped up and dying to go 15 rounds with a mutant alligator. And then he started this spooky monkey talk, straight from a bad dream. Mine.
I have...
Yeah.
Die! You'll die! You'll... die! Now! All die!
Well, I hope. Oh, wasn't enough.
When Lupino finally went down, I wanted to make real sure he'd stay that way. V was a bad monster. Turned them into friggin' zombie demons from outer space.
I think he's dead already.
Huh? And that's when it happened.
But dead or not, you've got the wrong guy.
In stepped this knockout femme fatale holding a gun to my face. I returned the favor. Lisa Punchinello. Lisa Punchinello was the Don's wife.
Mona Sachs. Lisa's evil twin.
Your safety's off, evil twin. You might hurt someone with that gun of yours.
Lisa's the damsel in distress. I'm the professional. I'd blow you away without batting an eye.
Sure, and you can check out my credentials splattered all over this joint.
Jack couldn't have framed you. Not the state he was in. We're after the same slime bag. Angelo Punchinello's the one who murdered your friend and framed you with it.
You know this for a fact?
I've got my sources.
I don't have a clue these days. I just shoot them as they come. Who put a contract on the Archfiend?
This one's mine. I hate the guts of that sadistic wife-beater. Why not pool our bullets for this one?
I thought you'd never ask. My finger was starting to twitch.
How do you like your whiskey?
I'm easy, as long as you don't try to slip me a Mickey.
You're a real angel, Max.
It was good stuff. Tasted sweet as honey going down.
Nothing personal. Can't risk you going berserk and getting Lisa killed.
The nightmare was always the same. Violent shapes moving in darkness, old and ugly. The killer's mad laughter was a riddle filled with wicked innuendo. Somewhere, the baby was crying.
Today on Twitter I saw trivia about this track that it's just one of the video games. No, this game's tracks slow down.
No, please, Max. Why? I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
When you set the slider in your Half-Life game to 120, I guess you have to follow the baby after all. Did you? I kinda always remember picking a random route and always being right, and whenever I do this on stream, I always mess it up and end up running in loops. I have no clue how I was always right when I first played this. But now I managed to get into the freaking beginning of the stage. Amazing. I'm sorry. I failed you completely.
No, please, Max. Why? I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
I think this was the one.
Should have known it when we found you snoring next to Lupino's corpse. A comedian, huh?
Michelle looked at me from the photo. The Payne family. Happiness captured in a Polaroid moment. I had thought it would last forever, till death do us part. I didn't want to think about it. As long as I didn't, it could never happen. But I had broken my own rule. The thought had already slipped in. Fear was rusty needles poking at my brain. Cold and scaly, it slithered down my chest. The pictures were filled with good old times. Alex and I had a few moments of glory between us. Crime-fighting comrades, the best in NYPD DEA collaborative team. Good-hearted macho bullshit like that. I would have given anything to have him here as my backup. No such luck. No luck at all.
So, which way should we proceed through the escape sequence? The stealthy way or the very violent way? Because I fail at both.
I really love to watch cartoons. Captain Baseball Bat Boy's my favorite.
Speaking of failing... Oh wait. That scream is good.
I watch cartoons. Captain Baseball Bat Boy's my favorite.
Thanks, Satan.
No, please God, no.
E3AD, I wonder what could it mean?
Slice them, dice them, shoot them full of holes, blow them to bits, vaporize them, disintegrate them. No matter what you do, they'll still be back, good as new.
Michelle's diary lay on the table.
Max, no, please, Max. Why? I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
Did I skip the diary? It was not my intention. I will fix this. I believe if you touch the door, it goes to the next sequence. This is completely unacceptable. Again, I don't think I can skip this scene. I guess I could actually just walk past it.
Please God, no.
Slice them, dice them, shoot them full of holes, blow them to bits, vaporize them, disintegrate them. No matter what you do, they'll still be back, good as new.
Michelle's diary lay on the table.
There we go.
Michelle was working part-time in the district attorney's office. Her diary was open on today's entry, her handwriting all pretty curves.
An army dossier found its way to my desk yesterday. Valhalla? Isn't that a Norse myth? Something about Vikings? I tried to tell Max about it, but he was busy, that cute frown on his brow. Guess it's nothing, just a mix-up at the courier service.
From now on, I would always find time for her. It was a hollow promise. Too little, too late.
Max, no, please, Max. Why? I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
You killed her!
Nothing like that ever happens in the real world.
I woke up in a bad dream. My head felt 2 sizes too small for my brain.
Max Payne. I envy your name.
And the killer was smiling.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Frankie the Bat Niagara.
Niagara, as in you cry a lot? He had a baseball bat and I was tied to a chair. Pissing him off was the smart thing to do.
Nothing wrong with a little laugh now and then. Take me, for example. I love to watch cartoons. Cartoon violence is a fascinating thing. Let's take a break. I need to take a leak and maybe grab a cold one at the bar. Don't worry. I'll be back to finish this off. And then, it's checkout time.
You play, you pay, you bastard. He swaggered out, and the door clanged shut behind him, locks clicking into place. Everyone makes mistakes. Mine hadn't been to crack jokes about the goon with the bat. He'd have cracked my skull regardless. It hadn't even been to trust a girl with a gun. I had blindly gone after the first bad guy on my hit list when I should have been aiming further up the ladder, at the head of the Punchinello family. I couldn't bring myself to be pissed at Mona. Guess I had a soft spot for a pretty face. But when somebody decides to play baseball with your head, you tend to get sore. They had dragged me back to the basement of Lupino's hotel. I was beaten, bruised, and blue. I felt like the chair I had broken to get free.
I guess Max's head is just too stubborn.
All I had was Niagara's bat, sticky with my own blood. Without a gun, I'd be no match for Frankie's men. I'd have to play hide and seek with them.
Yeah, the hide and seek is pretty atrocious, I would say.
It's Frankie's turn. We'll take care of it.
So, shall we just go the violent way?
What the? Oh! Hey! What the? Hey!
Oh man. Look at that. That's just great. Who's screwed? Your mama? This is my preferred method, by the way. And this was far more pleasant than doing it the stealthy way. I can never do the stealthy way right.
Another newspaper caption for a murder scene. Frankie had left his calling card, a Captain Baseball Bat Boy strip, next to a sewer passage filled with bodies.
You'd better not mess with Captain Baseball Bat Boy. Even my arch enemy, Bicycle Helmet Girl, swoons at the sight of me. Aha!
There were enough corpses to put a mass murderer to shame.
Does that mean that you're not gonna do the Princess Maker thingy, Third? Oh, so you'll be back. Slightly later then. Oh. Wrong direction. Good bamboozle. Duck. Ah! Oh. This one always gets me. He hides between meat.
Things were fast going from bad to worse. The men in blue had come and gone. They had decorated the place with chalk outlines and tied it together with yellow tape. The cops who had stayed behind were dead. Frankie, his boys, and I had the place all for ourselves.
Just forget about it. Just forget about it. Hey, just forget about it. That crazy witch, you should have heard her. She was a real scream when the boys caught her trying to cap the Don. Oh, that's friggin' bad. To the trio? That's even worse than what Frankie's doing to that poor bastard downstairs. She's gonna take a long time to die.
The mobster muscle on the phone was talking about Mona. Punchinello's trio were nothing but bad news. evidence that Punchinello didn't like me much.
The fact remains that all the victims so far identified in the Ragnarok shooting have been known criminals, many of whom had large doses of V in their blood. Reliable sources say that Max Payne was also among those killed, although no body has been recovered at this time.
Reliable sources. That meant somebody thought the Mafia had me, didn't want the cops snooping around anymore. The body would be delivered to them barely recognizable. Case closed. Don Punchinello had the power to be that reliable source, which was no news. But his news was old news. Framing me hadn't been enough. Don Punchinello had put a hit on me. He wanted me dead, and it had been important enough for him to give written instructions to Frankie about it.
Max Payne should die like a dog for the trouble he's caused. Frankie, I know I can trust you to give this matter the dedication it needs.
Toilet ambush.
What the?
The hotel bar was fast developing quite a history. True to his words, Frankie was there, having a beer.
Jesus Christ. How the hell did you get loose?
Got bored waiting. Thought, what the hell, we could just as well finish this here.
I need this hotel just as well.
Any moment now and I'm gonna headshot him. Just you wait.
Thank you. You've been a lovely audience.
Hello there, Alduric.
Had enough? I don't play with girls anyway. Unfair!
I spotted the tail as soon as I left the hotel. A big black Mercedes. I'd seen the car before. That time it had heralded impressive explosions. Vladimir was back.
Bang! You're dead, Max Payne.
I might have laughed if I remembered how. What's this supposed to be? Cops and robbers? Look, you want something with me? Get in line.
Peace, man. Relax. You know you are a real news item. Armed and dangerous. I am going to make you an offer you can't refuse. I've always wanted to say that.
It's a bum rap. I've been framed.
That's a moot point. Whatever you did or did not do, I'm sure you had good reason for doing it. Want to hear me out?
I'm listening.
Punchinello messing with V is bad for business all around. But that's not all. There is this guy, Boris Dime, used to pull jobs for me. He's the captain of the cargo ship Charon. Now the bastard turncoat has gone over to the other side, Punchinello's. The ship's loaded with high-res hardware, guns, my business. If Punchinello gets hold of that cargo, he's won and I have lost. and you'll have your work cut out for you. If you want to get to Punchinello, you'll need heavy-duty persuaders. I am just the man to get them for you. Change the ship back under my flag, maybe pop 2 in the Traitor Dime's head while you're at it. You'll get enough guns to start the apocalypse. You in or out?
Let's get this show on the road. Vladimir was one of those old-time bad guys with honor and morals, which made him almost one of the good guys. None of us was a saint. The Brooklyn riverfront was a maze of rusty containers, sharp-boned cranes looming up from the snowstorm. On a night like this, you couldn't help but think of the dark army of dead men sleeping with the fishes, cement shoes in line. No Minotaur lurked in this labyrinth, but somewhere out there, on the clanking deck of his cargo freighter, the skipper of the Cheiron was waiting, like the ferryman of the river Styx.
Was the grenade. Nice try. Once you get grenaded 10 times, you start to remember things. I guess we'll eventually see the outcome, won't we? Those flinch shoddy shots are the most dangerous ones. Oh. Grenade time.
What the hell?
Need a high accuracy weapon for this one. Maybe I should do that too. That might get me. Or maybe not.
This way. In here.
I doubted the letter was a receipt. Rico Muerte had come to town to do more than just sort out family troubles. Exhibits number 1, 2, and 3. A briefcase of money, a sniper rifle, and an envelope with one word neatly printed on a folded piece of expensive paper.
Mayor.
It didn't sound like a Mafia contract at all. It was too cold and too to the point.
Pretty sure their HP bars are slightly higher now. Oh, I'm not gonna survive this. I thought he'd auto-switch. That was exciting. Ah, it's the grenade warehouse. I do feel welcome.
Hey, yeah.
Ah, there it is. There it is. Oh, he didn't throw it. Oh, now? Gravity? Who needs gravity? No shortcuts, I guess. You're welcome. I think if he does siren, then maybe when we're already in bed. The recoil is stronger than I recall. This went better than expected. Sniping section, I believe.
I had found Boris Dime's ship.
Wow. How does that work? You zoom in like this, and then... a little bit off, Max.
Rust had crept over the sides of the cargo steamer a long time ago. Boris Dime would be on board. I'd have to smoke half of his crew to even get near the gangplank. Guns were probably being kept in the hold, buried amidst the rats and oily water.
They spawn in as you board the ship. Case in point. Grenade or not to grenade?
Angie, tell me, how much did Dime cost you? I bet it was more than his name.
Max Payne.
Right the first time.
You're dead, punk.
You sure you're not confusing me with Boris here? But you are right, of course. Pretty soon we should get together and have a talk.
You son of a...
Pissing Punchinello off was a dangerous game, but when people get mad, they make mistakes. I should know. That's where I wanted Punchinello, mad enough to trip over his own feet, preferably into a grave.
Got me there. Well, I don't think I have enough in-ground ammo to take him on directly.
Tell the devil that Dime sent you.
Oh, he's throwing. That means I'm dead. Actually, maybe not. Well, two can play this game. Looks like he raised his grenade resistance stat pretty high, I would say.
You know how to handle yourself. Anybody who says different is calling me a liar. Vladimir here. Collect all the guns and ammo you want. Meet me on the bridge afterwards. Did you get everything you need?
Check.
I owe you. Anything you need.
This is my solo. When I'm through, Punchinello won't be anybody's problem anymore.
Clear as vodka. But anytime you get between a rock and a hard place, just whistle. This could be the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
You really get a bang out of this big-time gangster act, don't you? Even with all this firepower, I figured I couldn't get to Punchinello at his manor. I could only hope that he wouldn't pass a chance to hear me beg to see he's won. This is Max Payne. I want to cut a deal.
Payne, you're a dead man.
That's what everybody keeps telling me. I got your ship and her cargo. I want to meet. No pain, no gain. Capiche?
You know my restaurant?
Yeah, I know it.
1 hour.
Punchinello's restaurant had seen better days. Snow was falling like ashes from post-apocalyptic skies, but that was outside. Things would soon get hot in the Don's restaurant. I knew it was a long shot, Angelo Punchinello actually showing up, but there was no crime in hoping.
Just in case I mess up a save. Gonna do a hard one. I messed up! That was easy. There was one good bamboozle somewhere around here. The propane tank flowing in your face. Oh. Excuse me, what? That one.
Punchinello was burning to get me. The feeling was mutual. He was trying to put out my flames with gasoline.
Hello there. Oh right, you could... Man, I keep forgetting I could use this service elevator to do this every single time. Guess I should spoil myself and use more
The
Ingram.
mobsters have been guarding a real treasure. The way out of this disco inferno.
It's Payne.
Ooh, dual Ingrams. Oh, my bad, my bad.
There he is. I
Oh, he didn't like that.
Vlad had seen my smoke signals. The Mercedes was revving to go, almost drowning out the banshee wail of the sirens.
You coming? We'll drop you off at the Punchinello Manor.
Sounds good to me.
When this is over, look me up. I could use a professional like you.
I'll keep that in mind. The night groaned with cold. The garden lights flickered nervously. In their light, the falling snow was dead white before the darkness ate it up. I had heard the stories. The trio were mad dogs. They'd have hung the heads of their enemies over the manor gates if the capo had only let them. Punchinello wanted pain. He'd see the pain. The trick in my situation was that there was no trick, no matter what the movies tell you. No rules, no secret mantra, no roadmap. It wasn't about how smart or how good you were. It was chaos and luck. And anyone who thought different was a fool. All you could do was to hang on madly, as long and as hard as you could. Someone had graciously left the back door open for me and killed the guards. My money was on Mona. I knew the trio would be standing between me and Punchinello. I had read their rap sheets, thick as phone books. No one would be walking out of here alive. The numbing cold of the broken night had followed me in. Upstairs, the trio tangoed down the manor halls to the silent rhythm of their murderous hearts, the blood of their victims rust on their lips. Vince Mugnano, Pilot Providence, a.k.a. Big Brother, and Joe Deadpan Salem. The pistol was a frozen lump in my hand, piercing the skin, gnawing me to the bone. In death, the thug had been promoted to messenger. Someone hadn't enjoyed the Don's hospitality. Someone with a flair for the dramatic. Someone who had let herself out of a locked cell and past a couple of armed guards. My thoughts were on Mona again. I could only hope she was a good enough gambler to walk away while she was still winning, before she'd run into the trio.
Pain for whom? For them. It just rolls in. It does not elaborate.
Someone get the guys from upstairs!
No one's going in this place. Too late for that. He walks in, we waste him. Vinnie and Joe and Pilot won't get the credit for this kill. What the?
A good decision. I didn't see the second one. Grenade stairs? No.
It didn't take me long to run into the trio. The word on Lisa Punchinello was that she was a bit of a witch. The tarot cards on the kitchen table fit the picture. They weren't my kind of cards, but I was willing to take a crack at the hand Mrs. Punchinello had dealt. The first card was the Tower. Maybe that was supposed to be the Manor. It got easy after that. The devil was the master of the house, and death was me, coming for him.
Okay, how are we gonna handle this? Let's try the kamikaze stunt way. Almost worked. Let's try refining that. Yeah, pretty okay. Alternative way would be a grenade. These two got me more, if anything. This one's a grenade thrower, I think. One of them was. Uh-huh. Baited. Bolt? I guess I should, because I'm gonna lose all my guns.
Take care of him. I want him dead.
That didn't go as planned. Oh, the angle is bad. Amongst other things. They're pretty good. Instant death. Well, technically, I could waste my slow-mo on them. Why is he not holding the gun? Oh, I forgot he's the boss, right. That might be enough. Oh no, that's not enough.
Two down, one to go.
A rather painful experience.
Don't stop at him! This will stop anything. Take cover.
Don't ask me how I survived.
It was too late for her.
You're a real angel, Max.
I couldn't tell whether it was Mona or her sister. The body was a mess. The sick bastard had really gotten a kick out of it. Seeing her lying there got me thinking about another woman's body on another bed. Got me thinking about a fallen cradle.
Max Payne.
Talk to me.
Alfred Woden. You've got company. An armed helicopter just landed on the manor grounds. You must hurry.
The more the merrier. Vince Mugliano.
Oh. Ah, close enough.
Vince Mugliano. Punchinello's trio was done for.
What would be the best weapon for our guests?
Outside my door. Hurry. He's coming for me. You gotta hurry. Please.
I could hear Punchinello on the phone begging for help. He should have been saying his goodbyes. Punchinello was a pushover. The moment I stepped into the room, he folded like a deuce before a royal flush.
No, wait. I was just doing what I was told. I couldn't refuse. She's someone high up. Government, maybe. I don't know.
He was trying to buy more sand for his hourglass. I wasn't selling any.
No, I told him not to.
Let's try that again.
No, I told him not to.
Well, this is it.
Drop it. Don't move.
Game over, Max Payne.
I could tell when I was outgunned. It was time to take another beating. The mystery witch was a real barracuda. Trouble on dagger heels, a smoking assault rifle in her hand, and an army of killer suits behind her.
How sweet. I get to kill two birds with one stone.
Sooner or later, it was going to catch up with you.
Mr. Payne, it's time to show you the benefits of my brew. Be a good boy now.
You'd find that Lady Luck was really a hooker. You were fresh out of cash.
Gentlemen, we're done here. Take me to Cold Steel.
She had just given me an OD of Valkyr. I could feel green fire eating my brains. They turned to steam. They did a fade on me. I'd never had a chance. The witch had got me just as sure as if she put a gun to my head and pulled the trigger. The shadows rushed me. Bruised mugshot faces hungry for revenge. They knew my weak spots and closed in for the kill. The floor turned into a vortex of green blood. I fell.
Flesh of fallen angels.
What do you think? It's getting rather late. Some people might even want to go to bed. It would be a good place to stop and then continue the rest, maybe next time. And start pretty much with the memes. More than halfway past. Thanks for stopping by. And I guess we're gonna continue sometime later. Maybe tomorrow. It kinda depends. Oh, and now we need to update the super chat list. There we go. So then, thank you for the super chat. Hopefully I'll see you all next time. Bye bye for now.